One moment, please. I shall inform Milady of your arrival.
That won't be necessary. To keep our honored guest waiting would be most improper. Especially when it was I who extended the invitation. CANTARELLA Fisalia, 36th matriarch of the Fisalia family. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Honorable Laureate, the new crown of the Carnival. Very well. If you insist, I see no reason to refuse. You may also call me CANTARELLA. Now, shall we proceed to my study? Won't you have a seat? I hope you'll accept this tea as my way of apologizing for the incident with Gilberto. Members of the family may have troubled you, but there is no stain that can't be washed away. Every sorrow has its own way of fading. Don't you think? You still hold a grudge? Won't you accept my apology? I see. Let's set aside such past unpleasantness for the time being. I invited you here to ask that you might serve as a mediator.
Before we get into that, there's something I want to know.
I imagine it concerns the Fisalia family's true beliefs. It would seem Gilberto's mind is beyond saving. But let's not dwell on that. What is your opinion on the current state of Ragusa? So you've noticed something is amiss. As expected, from someone who's felt the weight of a Threnodian invasion firsthand. And what exactly do you find most unsettling?
Why haven't the Threnodian and the Sentinel ever shown themselves?
Because the Threnodians' invasion of Ragusa has long since concluded. The Threnodian, so named Leviathan, possesses the power to merge and assimilate. It uses distorted beliefs to spread a spiritual plague that slowly devours civilizations from within. Though the previous two attempts were thwarted, the tall mast of the galleon that is Ragusa has already been snapped in half. Now the blissfully ignorant masses walk hand in hand toward an abyss they cannot see. Friend or foe, As a newcomer to this land, can you really tell them apart? Yes. And no. On one hand, there's the truth of the Order's beliefs. On the other, there's our family. The Threnodian doesn't take kindly to those who know the truth. We've always been under its whispers. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. Now that we've come this far, there's nothing for me to hide. My only hope is that once you learn everything, you will carefully consider my request. Come. The truth you seek lies in the deepest part of the castle.
It's thick with dust. Hard to believe they're truly worshipping it.
Curious about that statue. It represents the unbroken friendship between the Fisalias and the Order. But in the eyes of outsiders, it is more a symbol.
The aroma from these plants. It's the same scent that was in the study.
This is it. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Now that we're here, I'm afraid I can't let you leave, even if you want to. Just as I expected, the Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth. What you see in this sanctuary is the Sentinel in their true form. A majestic steed that galloped with the wind, not a creature of the ocean's depths. The Order worships a half-horse, half-sea creature divinity, a form the Sentinel assumed only after being corrupted by the Threnodian. Although the Sentinel's will has yet to fade, who knows how much longer they can endure. I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Renacita, to save Imperator. In return, I will agree to whatever condition or request you make. I understand the position you are in. Word has it that you're currently staying at a hotel and are at odds with the Order. Perhaps a stay at my estate would suit you for the remainder of your time in Renacita. I can offer you a glimpse into Renacita's past, and you'd be spared the Order's unwelcome attention.
There might still be a path forward. Carlotta once helped me interpret some stained glass images. The story it told was very similar to what you described, only more biased towards the Order. It mentioned a maiden who would emerge as the Sentinel's resonator and later save Renacida. Do you think that's also a lie?
Care to elaborate? The part regarding the maiden isn't entirely fiction. The Sentinel does indeed appoint a maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way the Carnival would have you believe. No. It's through resonance with a very particular artifact. That's because Imperator wields the power to split and manipulate space. With it, they can withdraw a portion of power. That power's frequency will match the Imperator's own. This is how the Sword of Divinity, Turvin, came to be. A blade sealed with the very powers of the Sentinel, and the artifact used to select their resonator. To resonate with the sword is to resonate with the Sentinel. Only the Chosen One may hope to draw it.
Then what about Cardathea?
The martyred maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear to me. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps with the Sentinel in its corrupted form. But choosing her could not have been the Sentinel's will. That's because the maiden was already dead. In the past, each year the Fisalia family would hold the divine trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt to resonate with Turvin's powers, while overclocked, of course. Though none succeeded, some saw fragments of the truth hidden within the resonance. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted form and the inverted ruins suspended in the sky. I also learned that only Turvin can break the barrier of that sonorosphere. When I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words inscribed onto my hand. I would never mistake my own handwriting. That is precisely why I'm searching for other possibilities. The words were, "The maiden is dead."
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardathea's descriptions bear many similarities. If Turvin is the key to entering the Sonarosphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm that Turvin was truly left by Imperator, at least it would prove that neither are lying. Cantarella said she was overclocking when she tried resonating with Turvin. That's exactly what happened with Jinshi. Could Imperator be trying to restore their power through a second awakening? If that's the case, my permission should cause a reaction. That's one way to confirm what they're saying.
By all means. Rover, who are you really? The Sentinels Arbiter?
Well, I have some information and theories of my own. Care to hear them?
Please, enlighten me. I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Fisalias revere Imperator as our one true divinity. And yet, here you stand, the Arbiter of the Sentinel. Would it be more fitting to address you as Master? Then, I present my request once more. Are you willing to help rescue our Sentinel and pull Renacita back from the brink? Turvin can only serve its purpose while in your hands. You should have it.
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia and Imperator Sonaro Sphere.
We can discuss it on the way.
So you are the one that Cardathia sensed wandering outside the Sonaro.
A question that you already know the answer to. Why bother asking? Although being described as a jellyfish. There is a cable car in the lower levels of the Fisalia estate that leads directly to the Sonorosphere. The mechanism beside that wall can activate the lifts.
Are all these mechanisms really necessary?
Convenience isn't the only reason for having them. Some were specifically built in case an outsider decided to visit.